Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Completely missed that. How? Oh, you can see. I was thinking, what? Lol. Lots of lovely lag. Beautiful. Exquisite. Oh, I did actually settle down after a couple of minutes anyway, so that's alright.
Yeah.
Goody gumdrops. I appreciate it if you can hurry up and save my changes, thank you. Having to use the keyboard one-handed again. It's not for the comfortable.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So there's no problem. No should log it.
Yeah, or yeah, maybe I should go to a therapist about it. Oh, do you know who that affects? You.
What?
Hold on. Right then everybody, we are back here for this second race of the night here at Motive for the GT4 Championship. We have got the only qualifying session of the night. It's going to be a bit frantic and chaotic here. Everybody's going to be wanting to get a lap in as quickly as they possibly can. It's only a 5-minute session. Not much time to get the tyres warm. You've just got to deliver when it matters here. We currently got John Boy sat on provisional pole at the moment, ahead of Cobb, who sits in second place. A big gap at the moment. John Boy's got out the top of that leaderboard. Can Cobb close it? He's coming over the line now to complete this current lap he's on. Doesn't improve that time around. You got Ozzy, who's just starting a lap at the moment. Nuts. It's just coming towards the end of a lap. And John Boy's gone and improved his lap even quicker there. A 1:11.1. Wow. That is absolutely rapid, isn't it, Emo Guy?
Yeah, that's definitely the fastest lap I saw throughout the night. I'm feeling probably great time pretty good for other tonight.
Definitely so. He's not.
Devil has a penalty.
Yeah, unfortunately he has. John Boy currently 6/10 down on his personal best through that first sector there, so he's going to struggle to improve on this current provisional pole lap. But Mike's out there at the moment. He's going into turn one. He's just put it into second, but he's still 8/10 adrift of John Boy at the moment. As Cobb is a 10th up, that's not going to be enough. Can he find a few more tenths going through into the final corner here, Murray's? Can he put himself on the front row ahead of Mike. Let's see. As Cobb onto the power, out of the last corner, up towards the line he comes. What's it going to be for Cobb? He's just coming over now, and he stays in P3, so he doesn't improve. Mike currently on the front row as things stand. Nuts is improving, could maybe be able to move ahead of Aussie onto the second row if he gets a good lap in at the end of this session. You got Smokey goes P5, much better from Smokey this time.
Yeah, but he's going to lose that one position.
He will, yeah, definitely. But Nuts coming up towards the line. Is he going to improve and move ahead of Smokey? He does. P4 there, puts it on the second row. Mike out of the last corner. Can he get himself ahead of John Boy on pole position, or is he just going to close the gap? Here comes Mike over the line. 111.9, nowhere near where he needs to be. So that is that then. 7/10 of a second the gap between John Boy and Mike here in qualifying for this second race of the night. But it's all about the race, and if Mike can put John Boy under pressure, as we've seen him do so many times, can he be the man to make John Boy crack? It's all going to be whether he can get a good first lap, and or if he can even get ahead of him. But once again, Project Cars 2 lobbies, but the guys knew they'd have to put their fuel in before the start, so they all know the score and they all know the drill. And hopefully they've all done that. Yes, they have. They've all got enough fuel. But here we go. We're racing, and Mike there gets an absolute flyer.
Wow.
Did he jump it? I don't know if he did, but he's in the lead coming down towards turn 1. If he didn't jump the start, that was an incredible reaction there from him. We've got somebody lagging in the mid-pack there. Doris Deer is already struggling as we come down towards turn 2 for the first time. As Mike there defending the inside. John Boy looking to the outside now. The Genetics got good cornering grip. He's going to try and go all the way around the long way here. Mike trying to hold his ground. And John Boy, I tell you what, that is an absolutely fantastic move there on the outside of turn 2. Really great stuff there, getting his tyres up to temperature nice and early. John Boy leads the race down the Bentley straight. We've lost the driver already. The Nuts has already rage quit from the race, as Mike here getting a good run down the Bentley straight has got the lead back up for John Boy. Cobb looking to the outside as well here as they come down towards Brundle. But John Boy has the inside line covered off. Cobb has to back out on that one for the time being. Aussie's on the back of these guys as well. There must have been a bit of a pile up in the background because the Nuts has rage quit. Pot the Brown is well behind in P5. Part Pooper in P6. Smokey, Nick and Thorist are all spread out here at the start of this race. What has gone on there? John Boy retakes the lead off of Mike coming to the bomb hole. But it's been a chaotic start. We were watching the battle for the lead, so we didn't see what happened at the back there. But lots of cars strewn apart here. You've got Smokey there, who seems to be struggling. Nick also with big damage on the front. And Doris Deer also has got a battered up car there as well. So something's gone catastrophically wrong for those guys.
Yeah, I was feeling it's probably been occurred at the first corner where everyone was just grabbing a little bit too eager to get going. Is in the pits.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see Smokey, Nick and Doris coming down the start finish. Doris is in the pits actually, so he's taking the opportunity to come in at the end of the first lap. But it's John Boy leading ahead of Mike, and you can see that Cobb's still keeping these guys on their toes at the moment as well. Aussie's dropping off of the lead pack a little bit. The lead 3 are starting to up the tempo here at this point, but John Boy holding on to that lead. Mike keeping him under pressure. We said before, John Boy will not be able to get away if Mike can keep on his tail, because he'll have to keep thinking about how he's going to defend that BMW. We know how quick it is in a straight line, so as long as Mike can stay close to the corners, John Boy's going to have to take tight lines and have to defend coming down the end of the straight. So it's not going to be an easy win for John Boy if Mike continues to keep him close like he is doing right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, he just needs to keep John Boy honest, make sure that he's not slipping up where he needs to there with the most vital parts of the track. Looks like they make for a gap and safety. Don't think he's got that much of a good run.
Yeah, he's too far back going into turn 2. That's never going to happen in a month of Sundays, but you can see that... No, seriously, he was... No, like there's yours, and then there's just ridiculous. I mean, your was...
From my point of view, that's how far back I was during that night.
I don't know if you were that far back. Mike though looks to the outside going into run. Oh, and the back marker's spun it in front of him. This could get juicy as Mike there takes to the escape. Oh no! Oh, what's going on here? here. Mike there squeezes through. John Boy has dropped a load of places there, distracted by the back marker Thoristeer, who was parked in the middle of the track. Cobb there comes through to take the lead off of both of them. Cobb is going to be rubbing his hands together after that one. He's going to be thanking his lucky stars. He's going to be laughing his head off because he's now got the lead of the race.
Oh, well, no, exactly who's not going to be very happy with that result. John Boy is going to be absolutely ecstatic about that. He is not going to be one happy boy by the end of the race.
Yeah, he's going to be absolutely fuming. But Mike's still on the back of Cobb here as they're coming into turn one, so Mike's race certainly not over yet. John Boy, to be fair, only 3.5 seconds back, so he can still get this together, especially if the top two start to battle and slow each other down. It could definitely give him some momentum here, some impetus to close that gap. We've lost another driver from the race here. Somebody else has retired. I think it's Part Pooper, so we've lost Part Pooper and the Mutts Nuts from this second race, but they will be able to start from the front for the final race, so stick around guys, because you'll get a chance to show you what you can do in the final race of the night. But Mike breezing past Cobb in a straight line down the Bentley straight up into the lead, so that's job done there. The BMW once again showing it's got the legs over the Ginetta down the straights. There is no contest there between those two cars.
No, definitely. That BMW has always been notorious for being a lot faster than the Ginetta, but the Ginetta is also very notorious for being one of the slowest cars in the straight line. Even in the GT3s, it's the exact same story. It just needs to take advantage where he can.
Thing is, Mike got a horrible run there, but Cobb is going to get the run initially, but then once they get to full speed, the BMW, look at that, despite the BMW getting the most horrendous exit out of the final corner, he's still pulling away at the end of the straight. It just goes to show how quick it is. Oh, but Mike got a horrible run there coming out of turn one, and Cobb to the inside here, and he's going to make this one stick his Cobb up into the lead of the race, and that once again shows you that the confidence that you can have in the Ginetta on the brakes is so much higher than the BMW. Yes, the BMW has the straight line speed, but when you're on the brakes or when you're turning the corners, the Ginetta is the car you want to be in. As Aussie there got a little bit wrong coming out of that section, and he's dropped behind John Boy. John Boy now into third place, but Cobb has taken the lead off of Mike. Mike all over there and coming out to the Bentley straight. Oh, his Cobb goes straight on there, coming out of Nelson, and Mike's going to move ahead of him here. So Cobb there going deep into Brundle and loses it onto the grass, and Mike there takes the lead back off of Cobb once again. It's toing and froing, it's back and forth, it's ebbing and flowing. And Mike once again in P1.
That's just allowing John Boy just to try and creep back up onto them. What he is doing is it's so close now.
He definitely is. We've got Phil Atherton there. DJ Phil says hi in the comments. Hello DJ Phil. Always good to see you in the comments there, buddy. He races with us. Well, he used to race with us quite a lot on Project Cars too, and races with us every now and then on F1 as well. But currently we've got Mike still leading this race, just ahead of Cobb. Half a second between them at the moment as they're going into turn two. John Boy there just over a second adrift at this point, but reading these guys in as we speak. And Cobb here getting closer to the back of Mike here as they come down the Bentley straight. Is he going to fancy a move? Still just a little bit too far back, and that BMW, as we're going to see now, is going to absolutely leave him for dead there.
It's just amazing that the rules and regulations allow that BMW can have that much power compared to any other car. It's one of the fastest cars on the grid.
Absolutely is, yeah. But we can see John Boy getting closer to the back of him here in that Ginetta, and he's looking almost within range of being able to lunge one. But obviously these two Ginettas behind that BMW of Mike's going to have that advantage here. But now Cobb's got John Boy all over the back of him. This could prevent him from being able to really put pressure on the leader. This could allow Mike to get away here, Iain, potentially.
Yeah, well, if these two don't work together and decide to fight, that's just all it's going to end up as. It's just going to allow Mike to run away with it and gain a massive lead.
I tell you what, John Boy's not too far back here. This is the sort of range that we were talking about, but just a little bit too far away there. Or rather, it's not really, we're already in the mid part of the race, so it's not really worth doing all. But John Boy gets a Cobb gets a horrid run there going out of that corner, and John Boy swoops up into second place. Easy pickings there for John Boy, and he's still within a second of Mike at the moment as well. But Cobb there, I think, just feeling the pressure a little bit, and John Boy now in second place here in this race. A long way to go. He can still get the win off of Mike.
Just needs to keep on doing better laps. That last round it was over a one tenth faster than like the was. So he still shows that he has a pace over that BMW.
We've just lost yet another driver from this race. They are dropping like flies here tonight. In the second race. Oh no! As the two leaders have come together, they're coming out the final corner. What happened there, Ian? I was looking down at YouTube.
It was John Boy right onto the back end of Mike there, and he just got caught by Mike's braking, and he just went straight into the back room.
So those two down to third and fourth. Ozzy said, "Thank you, boys. I will take that with open arms." Up into P2 he goes, but Mike's now still on the back of him. John Boy's still right there as well. So I think Ozzy is going to have his hands full if he wants to hold on to this second place. But Cobb has been left in the clear out the front. He's going to be laughing his way all the way to the checkered flag because Cobb once again. Christmas present. Earlier on, he was given the lead on a plate, but then got pressured by Mike into a mistake and lost the lead. Now he's got a 6-second gap. I can't see him relinquishing this from this position. Surely not.
I'll have to take something very, very large to be able to take that first place away from him. Because these three are just going to be battling. He's going to be battling. He's not going to give up that position, fourth in arms. They're just going to be battling the entire way, and I don't think that's going to really open up the opportunity to get back on the call.
Ozzy here looking to the outside into the final corner. You can see Mike trying to defend the inside line. Goes a little bit deep there as they get through the corner, but still holding on to that one. As they come down the start finish straight once again, it's Mike just clinging on from Ozzy Albie, but John Boy now looking to try and knock Ozzy while he's down here. He's in that slipstream, and now John Boy is just going to look to the inside here on Ozzy. He's maybe got a bit of an overlap, but thinks better of sending one up the inside. That's because Ozzy's gone deep, and Ozzy there onto the grass, and that's going to give John Boy the podium place, and Ozzy takes some of the advertising hoardings with him as well, as John Boy now looking to the outside of Mike into turn 2. Can't make it happen. Mike goes a little bit deep. John Boy trying to get a cut back. Not going to happen there, but this could be a potential for John Boy here down the Bentley straight, but Mike's BMW, as we've seen so many times, is just going to leave Snetterton for dead. Doesn't matter how bad of an exit you get in that BMW, you're still going to put away. Once you get to, as soon as you're in 6th gear, that's it, bye bye.
Yeah, as well as one of the more the benefits of the BMW compared to the Jetta, whereas with the Jetta you've got a better corner speed, as we've seen right there. But with the BMW you have got that advantage of it, even if you have a horrible exit of a corner.
John Boy has set himself up absolutely beautifully here for Murray's, as for some reason the cameraman's picking Cobb up there. We want to watch this battle here between Mike and John Boy. What's happened to John Boy? Where is he? Where's John Boy? John Boy must have made a mistake out of the final corner. For some reason the cameraman decided to show us Cobb, as John Boy was making a crucial mistake which has dropped him down to 4th place. Ozzy now on the podium here, and Mike has been left in the clear in 2nd place. Unbelievable. What on earth was the camera direction there?
My theory is John Boy probably went a little bit too wide and tried to turn in a little bit too early and just clobbered the inside curve there.
What a shame there for John Boy, and he's now running in 4th place. He's got about a second to make up if he wants to get himself back on the podium, but I think 2nd place has more or less left the port there for him. I think he's going to struggle there to regain what he's lost there, but Cobb nonetheless coming into the final part of this lap. He's currently on lap 10. He's about to start lap 11. We've got just over 3 laps left to go here in this second race of the night here for the GT4 Championship. We started with 10. We've got 7 drivers left. They have been all retiring left, right and centre here in this race. It's not been the best in terms of perseverance here tonight, that's for sure. But Cobb starts lap 11. His gap over Mike 7 seconds here. John Boy there running in 3rd place. Big gap back to Potter Brown, who's a couple of seconds ahead of Ozzy there. Smoky Devil pulling up onto the back of Ozzy. So has Ozzy made a mistake here, because he was running not far off of John Boy. In fact, he was running in 3rd place. So Ozzy's made a mistake. Ozzy Albie has dropped it somewhere.
It was at Bob.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I saw it on the map. I didn't know who it was.
So Ozzy there, a 1 minute 33 on that last lap. He was 20 seconds off of the leader's pace on that last lap. Ozzy Albie, not just with a bit of a mistake, that was an absolutely humongous mistake there from Ozzy.
Yeah, unfortunately it was. I think he probably took it too much speed around the corner.
Smokey there with a big spin, coming through the S's there, and he's lost time to Aussie, and that's given Aussie just a bit of a reprieve there in P5. But Smokey there losing a little bit of time there in that one. Mike in the meantime is closing the gap to Cobb here out the front. Gap's now 6.3. It was a fair bit more than that. It was about 7 seconds before. So Mike is reeling him in, but I think it might be a little bit too little too late as John Boy spins it onto the grass coming out of the final corner. John Boy having a really patchy race here in this second race. He's got a big gap back to Potter Brown. He's safe in that podium place for now, but a couple more mistakes like that and he'll be down to 4th at this rate. A very head scratcher of a performance here from John Boy in this second race of the night so far. Cobb still leading ahead of Mike. The gap looking solid here. Mike was 4/10 quicker on that previous lap than Cobb, but that's not going to be anywhere near enough. That's not going to just butter no crumpets here for Mike. He needs a lot more than that. He needs Cobb to make a big mistake. He needs Cobb to make a huge mistake and bin it into the barriers if he is to have any chance. He needs Cobb to have some kind of he needs him to have another mess up here basically, otherwise it's not going to happen for him.
Yeah, it definitely needs to have some kind of off-track incursion. You probably have to now. Even if it was even a small one, it would still be okay. But you would have to have a major off-track issue with damage, all that kind of stuff in order to be able to bring that gap down. It's went back up towards 7 seconds now.
Cobb 6/10 quicker on that last lap. He's absolutely flying there in the high 1:12s. But you've got Potter Brown who's stood ahead of Aussie in that battle for 4th place. He's continuing to hold that gap. Aussie gained a second on that last lap after his mistake on the previous lap when he got it all wrong and through the bomb hole like you said, Ian. But you can see it's probably not going to happen because he was only half a second quicker on that previous lap and he's still got 1.7 to make up. So I reckon Potter Brown should be safe in that 4th place unless he makes a mistake. Smokey's a couple of seconds ahead of Nick in that fight for P6 at the moment. But Cobb coming into the bomb hole for the final time here in his second race of the night. It was Mike and John Boy who looked like they were going to be batting it out for the win at a point, but Cobb had the win pretty much handed to him on a plate here despite performance from him. He was in the right place at the right time and has been consistent. He's also had the pace of the other two as well, and Cobb over the line to take the checker flag. It's a race 2 win here for Cobb tonight at Snetterton. It's going to be Mike over the line to take 2nd place here in this one in the end, well clear of John Boy, who is going to come round to complete the podium here in 3rd place as he's coming up towards the line. A difficult race, a sketchy race from John Boy, I think is a fair expression.
Yeah, it was a very awkward race for him. It's probably definitely learned what he needs to do from now on. Maybe he can try and avoid the cars that are sent.
Yeah, and I think maybe Thor Steer has learned a thing or two as well from that.
Yeah, you've got to say when you spend all of your brakes, but you have to more enough time in that opinion.
He did hold his brakes, to be fair. He did. That's one thing he did do, but I think it was a bit too late. I think John Boy was committed to his line at that point.
Yeah, but you had a lot more time to get forced.
Could have got off the track.
Yeah, he had a lot of time to get off the track there, but at the same time, we've got to see it from his perspective where if he doesn't think he's going to have enough time, so he stays there and allows the drivers to go past. But
yeah,
what's done, it's done.
Obviously, like you say, he could put it in reverse and quickly spun himself out of the way, but then obviously on the flip side, if you put it in reverse and then you're still moving yourself as the leaders come past where you're sat, you know, there's contact and then everyone's going to say, oh, why didn't you just hold your brakes, like you say, exactly what you said, basically. It's one of them, isn't it? Tricky one.
That's actually exactly.
But anyway guys, we're going to be live for the final race of the night very shortly indeed. Do stick with us, or do check out the new stream on the Discord, and yeah, we'll catch you in a moment.